So let's do a small demo. Hope that I'm going to do it good. Okay. Second. So here we can see the component, the DQS cleansing. There is a source. We're going to go into the DQS cleansing and see what we have inside. So that's the first tab is the tab where we have the connection manager, where we actually chosen which KB we would like to use. And I choose the SSIS Sports KB. The next tab is the tab where I'm doing the mapping. These are the fields that I've been using, and that's the domains that came out of the KB that I was using. I mapped the right domain to the right source columns. And as you can see, there are three additional three fields that came from each source field, or each source field that was used as the result. For example, if your source had more fields in it, it goes through the component and goes out the same way that it came in. But the ones that you decided that you would like to clean, there are three columns that are coming out. One is the source. The other one is the output, meaning the one that has the corrected, or if nothing was happened, actually the original value. And then a status value that says, was it new? Was it correct? Was it corrected? Was it invalid? What is suggested? And so on. The next tab has some configuration around what should be the output. And here what you can see actually is that you can choose if you want to have in the output also the confidence and the reason. Sometimes you would not like to have that. You have some level of defining if you want it standardized or not standardized. And there's another one that's called enable record level columns appended data. Appended data, it's something that I mentioned that sometimes in your reference data, when you did the exercise, whoever got to the reference data exercise, when you mapped the different fields in the schema of the provider to your domains, you saw that there were more fields there besides the one that you've been using. So for example, when you used Melissa data, there were other fields there in their schema, like a unit or maybe longitude and latitude. I don't remember what was there more. Now, this is data that you can also use as part of enriching your information with something that you don't manage but you actually need. So here you can control, would you like to get also, if some of your domains that you used were connected in the KB to a reference data, you can choose if you would like in the output to have also the appended data. Appended data schema, that's more related to the way that SSIS works, because the way that SSIS works is that you can't really control a dynamic number of fields. So what you're going to get here is that the appended data will come all in one field, divided by a semicolon or something like this. And then you can say also, I would like also to have the schema in another field, and then you will know actually that the first field is the unit, and the second field is the longitude and latitude. It's not so elegant, but that's the way that we're having that. By the way, when we're doing cleansing, you haven't seen that, you can look also in your examples, when you're going right on all the outputs, you will see at the end the appended data as in the form of specific fields. When we do it in our cleansing, we can do that. But here it's more complicated to have a dynamic number of columns based off how many appended data the reference data the specific reference data provider returns. Next thing that we have here, we have a conditional split. And the conditional split that we use here introduces you to another type of column that comes out of the cleansing, and that's the record status. So the record status has different type of statuses. It can have correct, corrected, invalid. The way that it works that is if all values are correct, this will get a correct on the record level. If one of the values was corrected and everyone else is correct, or at least one of the value was corrected, it will get a corrected. And then all the other places, invalid and suggested, it's enough that one of the fields will get one of these values to set the record status to this. Now, this is some mechanism to identify on the record level and enables you, if you can see the different splitter that I did there, the first one I called ready to use, and the other one I called required investigation. Now, that's something that I used here with these tools, and it can help to, in an existing flow, to create something that is more seamless, that enables you at least the records that are correct/corrected, meaning that you have confidence in the results, to push down the stream and to move forwards. And for the other ones, to put them aside or to analyze it afterwards and decide that, yes, I would like my business users to come and look through the client at this project because there were also results that require to look into them. So that's one method. Now, basically, you can do whatever aligns with your needs, because for some people, this wouldn't be enough, you know, because maybe they would like to stop it only if specific fields had suggested or invalid or so on. But that's an example to a logic splitting that enables you to take part of the records and go with them, and the other ones for that require investigation. Because as you know, SSIS is more as a batch. It's not the interactive cleans. It's a batch processing experience. You don't have someone that looks at the results. You need to take care of this yourself. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to run this package from here, no? Yes. Now it's running, and I put 2 data viewers to enable to show the results. Oh, this happened to me also yesterday. Does anyone knows how to show the data viewers? These are the ready-to-use ones. Do you know where I can find the other data viewer? Let's see. So this is the ready-to-use. I'll first show this one to you. So you see here it's ready to use because the record status was either correct or corrected. And these are the good old data that you already know, that you saw in the other demos. You can see here in the output the different statuses. When it's new, when it's correct, and so on. By the way, when it's new, it's also going to come out in the different in the needs to require investigation. Now, where is the other one went? To the right? Where? Found that? This one? Thank you. How can I do that? There we go. Thank you. Apologize for that. So what you can see here actually is the require investigation ones. That you see here you see this invalid that actually caused it to go into this side of the splitter and caused the whole record status to be invalid. And the first 2 had the suggested, so we can look and see actually, there it is, auto-suggested. There is something here, trailblazers and portlet trailblazers, and Diamond and Arizona, that he wasn't sure if that's actually suggested, and that's why he put it there. Okay. I'm sweating here, by the way, as you can see. Now, let's go and look in the client, actually. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's see in the activity monitoring. So that's the activity monitoring. Let's try to filter that. You haven't seen that yet. Do a type here and choose SSIS cleansing. Let's see if we have it there. So it's actually not here, I think. But I'll be able to show you a different one. Something happened. So that's an example of an SSIS project that actually appears now in the activity monitoring. You can see its name, SSIS Sports Demo, DQS Cleansing, address, and so on, because you can run it every day, and then you need to see how to name it in a unique fashion. And here you can see the activity status, and you can see the profiling. Let's see if there is someone that you can see the profiling information also. You see here with all the stuff here, and you can actually also export the activity, and then you can export it to a file, and you can also analyze it afterwards and try to see some trends in how your KB is cleansing your data. Another thing that I want to show you here, so here you can see actually the different, let's see now, actually I wasn't using this one, so let's see DQKB. Well, I have a lot of them here. Let's see this one. No, so let's just bring all of them. Yes?
Change the date. No.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Is it showing the January 12th?
Why it doesn't change it?
Because it's January 12th. I need to change it. Just 9 תאריך.
לא מצליח לשנות אותו, לא?
תעשה דצמבר, תעשה 2012, אז יראה לך את הכל. נכנס? כאן? שם תבחר על זה דייט. שבו איתך.
לא, אתה רואה?
מה? זה לא עשינו?
No. It doesn't work. Okay, I have probably a problem here, but I'll still want to show you. So here you can see all the ones that are active, all the ones that ended, the different types you see here, domain management, if you did domain management, cleansing, and so on. And per each one of them, you can actually see different, the different steps and the profiling. The next thing that I'm going to show you is actually that you can also, there it is here, you can also open the project, the SSIS project, as a project like any other project that you've done before, and you can do the same type of processing on this and look at the results and so on. See here are our invalid values and so on. So that's basically how you can actually use the SSIS. Let's go back to the last slide.